that you're partners with. UBA, Hes General, was it Hes General, right? Haystack, Bolts. So these are all
idea of, there's this mentality in us Africans and Nigeria when we talk about anything hazardous or emergency,
right.
The first thing we want to say is God forbid. If I want to count like our network of mechanics and towing van operators, the Simply family is going to like 300. So it's amazing for me to see.
In 500 days, guys, let's have that at the back of our mind.
I've seen instances whereby someone car breaks down and these guys don't even know where they're coming from. All of a sudden they surrounded the car. You will pay them, they won't help you fix your car, and
they may go steal from you.
Exactly.
Hi everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Sustainability Matters for the year 2025. Yay! I'm hearing those claps. It's good to be back. Today we have our very first guest for the year in the person of Emmanuel Ade. Emmanuel is the co-founder of Swiftly Rescue and a financial analyst. Hi Emmanuel, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, Emmanuel has been very patient with us. He has spent an extra 1 hour helping us set up the camera and everything. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
How do you feel about being our very first guest of the year?
Let me say I am honored.
Yay, he's honored. Yeah. You hear that? Thank you so much. So tell us about Swiftly Rescue. First of all, amazing name. Like, you don't need to explain too much. When I hear Swiftly Rescue, I already know that somebody's going to save me. So tell us about Swiftly Rescue. What is it about?
Okay, thank you very much. And once again, thank you for having me on this show. And Happy New Year to everyone listening to this. All right. We are solving the problem of vehicle breakdown in Swiftly Rescue by offering breakdown assistance, routine maintenance services, towing services to private car owners in Lagos. So that's what we do in that nutshell.
Wow. So how did the name come about? I mean, it's a given, but I still want to know. What's the creative process behind that?
All right. So the parent name of our company is Serious Technologies, which the Serious itself is the first three letters from Swiftly Rescue. That's SWI, then Rescue RES.
Okay, so Serious.
You
guys are so smart.
All right. So the whole thing is just like what we want to do, like it's from like our vision, what we plan to do for people, to rescue them from breakdowns, rescue them from anything, security issue when it comes to car, when it comes to you driving on the road. And we want to do it quick. And that's why we have Swiftly. We want to be quick and we want to rescue it. So.
Wow, amazing. So you guys are in the auto tech industry?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So my first question, if I were learning about the solution, would be, are you based only in Lagos?
For now.
Okay, so it's only Lagos people that deserve rescue. I'm sorry to the rest of you. So what the solution really is, if I'm hearing you clearly, is an auto tech solution that is designed to save people from car breakdown and just like quick solutions.
Yeah.
So do you deal only in rescue missions? Right. Are there other parts of your services that you guys render as Swiftly Rescue?
All right. So, we have quite a number of services that we offer to car owners out there. First of all, I would say private car owners, because emphasis on that, we are not set out to rescue a downfall in that sense.
Sorry.
So, yeah. So it's good to know who you are serving. So, and one thing I used to tell people is that we at Swiftly Rescue are not just waiting for your car to break down before we come to you. All right. So we offer services like routine maintenance. We want to make sure that your car is in optimal shape every time.
To prevent that breakdown.
Prevent that breakdown to happen. So we offer towing service in case of, you experience, breakdown on the road and you just want to take your vehicle off the road. I think sometimes last year we paid a courtesy visit to, last man, and, we understand from them that a breakdown of 5 minutes on a major road can cause hold up for more than 3 hours.
Wow.
So that's how, that's the impact of, just your car breaking down on the road. So we are trying to work hand in hand with, the last mile to make sure that we take up your vehicle from the road as soon as possible. So ranging from, roadside assistance, when you have a breakdown, you call us, down to routine maintenance, down to towing, Then we also, take it a step further by helping you to just register your vehicle too.
Wow.
So just get your vehicle or you want to renew your papers, you can do it through us. So we're just trying to create like a place for, every car owner that when you meet Safety Rescue, all your car needs are met. So
Do you know that's like music to my ears, especially for a female that drives in Lagos? First of all, I don't want to hear anything because they send me VI, all this food. They send me at the end of every year when my papers are about to expire. I get a myriad of messages from different people. So I'm getting from VI, I'm getting from here. They're telling me to renew my insurance, all kinds of things. I'm getting so many messages. And as the girl that I am, I'm just a girl. I don't want to have to deal with all these plenty things, right? So it's really nice to hear that there's a platform that helps you end to end, from registration of your documents to if your car eventually breaks down on the road, you can get to Swiftly Rescue. I love that. Thank you so much. Moving on to my next question. Can you walk us through the user experience? Because I believe this is a tech solution as well.
Yes.
Walk us through the user experience from having a breakdown situation on the road to the rescue phase and post-rescue.
All right. So what we've done is we have an app in Swiftly Rescue. If you go to either Play Store or iOS Store and search Swiftly Rescue, you see our app there. And what we've done is to make sure that when a breakdown happens, we make it easy for you to reach out to us. And we also have like a line that you can call in case maybe there's no network wherever you are. You can also just put a call through to us. So, but on the app, the way it works is that with just click on the report breakdown. When you click on report breakdown, we can automatically dictate your location at that time, and just, we have your details already, your number, details of your car, all of that. Immediately we dispatch, we call them road rangers, right? So they are the ones to come and meet you wherever you are. So they get to you, and if it's a minor fix, let's say you have a flat tire or anything related to that, they will help you to fix it instantly and get you back on the road. But if it's something that's going to take time because it is against the law in Lagos for you to fix your vehicle on the road.
Oh,
yes. So these are some of those things that people don't know.
Yeah.
So we immediately find a way to take the vehicle up the road, and we have a network of mechanics across the 20 local governments in Lagos State. So if it's something that needs to be fixed immediately for you, we do that. And we also try to make sure that people get where they are going on time. And that is why we try to partner with both. So in case of emergency, let's say you are going for an appointment, you need to catch up with something very fast. What we do is that, with our partnership with boat, you take a boat, go to where you are going, and you don't have to pay for that. So we take over the vehicle, we fix it for you, and we'll bring it to wherever you are. Or we can even take it to your home if that's your choice. So just do that. So on the app, it's just very easy. Just open the app, sign up, and just click on report breakdown. So we receive the information at the back end.
Yeah.
So I would also love to add that it's a subscription model that we run.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about payment at the point of emergency. So you've paid for it already. Just enjoy your service and just, be fine.
I love that. I love this is all music to my ears because the worst thing that can happen to you as someone who drives in Lagos is for your car to spoil on the road. Trust me, the system is so bad that by the time 100 Agberos to surround you, wherever you are, you first look for somewhere to cry as a girl. And then you start looking for solution. And if you are not careful, they'll even rob you in the process. So this is a much, much, much needed solution. And it's amazing work that you're doing. So talk to us about the demographic of people on your platform. Have you gotten more signups from men, from women, younger people, older people? Talk to us about that.
All right. So, it will be a surprise to you that men also they are concerned about their cars. In fact, we've seen so far that there's this popular myth that men see their cars as their girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's real. Right. A lot of guys out there, right? So there's a way they attach a special care.
They're in a long relationship with their vehicles.
With their vehicles. So, but it's still, for now, it's still in between. But I know over time that we are going to have, when we have enough numbers, we'll be able to judge. But for now, it's still in between. So, because the penetration is very low, I must say that. So the penetration, because of the kind of model that we run, and the whole idea of there's this mentality in Africans and Nigeria when we talk about anything hazardous or emergency,
Right.
the first thing you want to say is God forbid. So when you tell someone that,
Oh, don't kill me.
uh,
God forbid care.
and tell someone that, okay, you have to be on this platform in case of vehicle breakdown. Of course, that's not the only thing we offer you. There are other services we offer, but that is one of the things we are set out to do for people because, on my phone, I've seen instances whereby someone car breaks down and, these guys don't even know where they're coming from. All of a sudden, they surrounded the car. You will pay them. They won't help you fix your car. And
They may even steal from me.
exactly. So it's just so terrible. And we are telling people that nobody is planning to, go out this morning and say, I just want my car to break down this morning. No, you don't plan for that. So that is why we call it an emergency. So for now, we are still trying to do like the education thing for people.
Sensitize people.
Yeah. So I believe in like, before the end of this year, we'll be able to like say, okay, give out, in fact, I'll be happy to even give out the data that, okay, this is, how, men, male and female like react to, yeah.
So how old are you guys in the business?
Okay, December 15th, we marked our first 500 days. So that's December 15th, 2024. So, we are, like, for us, we don't do like 12 months in that sense. So,
days.
yeah, so we do like days and all of that. So there's something we are currently doing. We call it Vision 500.
Okay.
So like vision for the next 500 days for CP rescue. So obviously 500 days is more than a year. So
but not up to 2 years.
Yeah, not up to 2 years. A year is 365 days. So
Emmanuel, I must just stop you here and say this is amazing work you guys have done in less than 2 years.
Thank you.
Because as much as it's starting up, the presence is also there because, like I shared with you before we started to record, I found you guys on Twitter. The conversation was happening around a breakdown that had happened on the road, and I saw someone refer to CP Rescue. And then just seeing the amount of work that has happened in less than 2 years for a space this tight, right? Yeah. It's amazing work. I'm just giving you your flowers. Well done. So looking back over the last 500 days, what has been your most significant milestone running CP Rescue?
Okay, thank you. If it's like a personal milestone, my milestone is different from what the company sees as milestone. So for the company, I would say, partnerships, right? So we can't do much without partners, right? So I would say like the partners we've been able to work with over time are like one of our backbone. And secondly, what's it called? The network of mechanics and towing van operators that we have in-house. So has been really, because in the space whereby we find ourselves, speed is very, very important.
Yeah.
And for us to achieve that speed, we need to work with a lot of partners. Let me say towing, for instance, now. We promise to get to you when you request for towing as soon as possible. So the only way we can achieve that is through partnership. So if you want to bring in our towing vans into the space and all of that, number one, we are contributing to the carbon emission. So which we don't even want to do. The first, we have a lot of towing van operators on the road. So what we've done is to partner with almost all of them. Wow. So at every local government, every region, we have a towing van operator that is working for us there. So those are like our backbone that we've been able to invest in over time. Those things are not easy. It's not what you sit down at the office and achieve. You have to go out there, talk to them. Some of these guys are not even on social media. Some of them are on social media, but there's no way you can narrow it down that this person is a towing van driver or like a mechanic. So we have to reach out to mechanics across. We have to reach out to towing van operators and also work with like all of our partners. So those are like major achievements for us. For me personally, I would say is my team, right? So being the team lead, I've been able to, see my people, move from year to year, and it's like a joy for me. We had, one of us, did wedding last year. I was happy to see that. So we've had people that, convocated in the team. Whenever like the team is just doing something amazing, I'm always happy that, okay, I'm like, I can see these people grow and I can see them doing amazing things in their personal lives. So it just makes me happy. And the team is also expanding. I remember when we started, I always tell people this whole thing started from my partner being in the UK and me being in Redeem camp, and we were on a cup of 6 hours. That's where this whole journey started. And from there, bringing our product manager, bringing everybody from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're about 21.
Wow.
Right? So it's amazing, right? Seeing us grow from 2 people, 3 and all of. If I want to count like our network of mechanics and towing van operators, the Swiftly family is going to like 300. So it's amazing for me to see.
In 500 days, guys. Let's have that at the back of our minds. Wow.
Yeah. So that's a milestone for me, and it's amazing.
In fact, I have no words. So a network of at least 300 people, both in-house and your partners as well. And you're managing this in less than, let's say 500 days plus. That's great work and that's great growth. So talk to me about these partnerships. I went on your platform, your website, and I saw that you're partners with UBA, Hes General, Hes General, right? Paystack, Bolt. So these are all big names. Tell me about what informed these partnerships. How did you know you wanted to partner with Bolt or Paystack or Hes General? And how did you go about initiating these conversations up until them buying into your vision?
So one thing we invest in every day as Swiftly Rescue is research. So because we are young people, right? I think the oldest in Swiftly Rescue is 40, maybe 41 or 42. So we are young people, and we know that what we want to do is, it is very big, and we need to invest time in making research. And it was during those period that we discovered that we had to like work with some of these guys. So for insurance now, if you have a breakdown and you call us and we get there, at that moment, like your car is with us, right? We are responsible for whatever is happening with your car. So we discovered that, we need to first of all go and see insurance people, ask them how some of this thing works, because let's say we want to tow your vehicle. Now, at the point that if you are towing, it's our responsibility to make sure that your car is safe. So we had to go to, and of course, the first bank we opened was UBA, so it was easy for us to just go there. And I'm also like a distant method to donate the money, so just very easy for us to.
Mentor or mentee?
Sorry, a mentee rather, sorry.
Tony, your mentor is here.
Sorry about that. So I mentee to him, so it was easy for us to just work with them. So we went there and discussed what we want to do, and we had to do that. And also we had to also insure some of the things that we own, because we own some assets, like the Road Ranger bikes and all of that. So by the way, the Road Ranger moves on bike. So because we won't say we want to save you very fast and we'll get stuck in order. So we have to, use that means to make sure that we get to you very fast. So that works. And for both, I think I already explained that earlier. If the experience breakdown and you're going somewhere very fast, just use the boot and go. So we'll pick it up from there and sort it. So then, Ministry of Transportation.
Yeah.
So of course that's still like a work in progress. There's still a lot for us to do with them. So, but the idea behind it is that, first of all, I need to give a shout out to like the Ministry of Transportation in Lagos.
Shout out.
So like Lasma, those guys are doing amazing jobs.
Wow.
So we went there for a courtesy visit, and I was telling, I think the representative of the general manager of Lasma was there and other staffs, and I was just, complimenting them, because trust me, if there's any traffic anywhere and Lasma official get there, like you just have this peace of mind that it will move. Something will just happen.
Right.
So we are seeing how we can work with them seamlessly to make sure that, Lagos is just like moving forward. And there's another thing that makes us to want to work hand in hand with like Lagos state government, which is the Swiftly priority tag. So one of the things that we are trying to build is to give all of our subscribers a priority card, whereby when you experience breakdown, and because if your car breaks down, last man has the right to take it away.
Right.
So with the priority tag, if you show them, they will recognize you as a Swiftly Rescue subscriber. So when they tow your vehicle, you don't even have to worry, right? Because you don't have to worry about costs or anything. So we just take it up from there because you've been identified as a subscriber. So that's why
you guys are hearing this thing I'm hearing.
So it's a continuous relationship we are building, right? You can't just walk into a government, office and just say, oh, we want to do this, and just, so we still like, having that conversation, and hopefully, everything
works out. This is not just trying to solve a problem, but you guys are doing it very smartly as well. Because I can imagine trying to run this kind of business and not having the right partnerships in place.
Mm-hmm.
Frustration will kill you. Right? So well done. So with everything you've learned as a founder, I want to believe this is not just, Swiftly Rescue is not just your very first brainchild, right? For someone like you, I can imagine that you put your hands in lots of things. What have you learned so far as a strong lesson in entrepreneurship?
Okay. I'll just say major on your major. Right. So for early founders, right, we still make that mistake in Swiftly Rescue because, so there's a way when you start out, you focus too much on those things that does not matter and you think they matter, right? Whereas what really matters in every business is number one, the customer. Do they really want what you are giving them? So if they want what you are giving them, focus on that thing, and every other thing is just,
very fair.
Exactly. Just try to locate the major in whatever it is you are doing and just focus on it. It can be anything, right? It can be anything. For us at Swiftly Rescue, we understand early how the whole journey is going to be. So we just have to put in the work. We have to put in the work and just do what matters the most. Just make sure we put all those foundation in place. Right. So, we could have just started by just going all out and just shouting that, Swiftly Rescue is here, this and it. But if the right infrastructure that we need to do those things are not in place, we just,
you come up and
just die down, right? So we have to just focus on putting all those infrastructures in place to make sure that, okay, by the time people start adopting this fully, we have the right infrastructure to take them and just work on them. So for some people, you might just be focusing on selling, right, and just leave every other thing. I used to talk to founders because I do some consultation on the side, and I see a lot of people trying to, maybe they're working, doing their service as a freelancer, working from home, and they want to open a shop, they want to have an office, AC and all of that. Those things are good, it makes you to see yourself as a founder, a CEO and all of that. But if sales is what is your major at that moment, just focus on it and start selling, right? There's a way you do something and you get to a point, that this is time for me to move to the next level.
Right.
Always wait for that feeling before you jump to do something else.
So brick by brick, basically, and focusing on the major.
Yeah.
Every other thing is peripheral. So bringing it down to Swiftly Rescue, what was the biggest mistake, in your opinion, that you made starting the solution that you're like, now I know better, that was not a good move?
All right. So, the biggest mistake was, not, how do I put this? Okay. Now, there's something we started something at Swiftly Rescue. We call it the Swiftly Auto Store. So the Swiftly Auto Store, is a platform that we built for car owners to be able to get, car parts, car product and all of that. Thanks to our partnerships. So we are in partner, we secured a partnership with Toyota by CFAO. So we have access to, any Toyota parts, Lexus, new directly from them. So just to solve the whole issue of substandard products, and all of that. I think the chairman of NATA also complained about that, but there's little to what government can do to solve the problem. So we started that and we discovered that people actually enjoy that service. People buy something every day. An average car owner spends $350 to get car part every year. So that's the data.
So you mean I spent $250?
Averagely. Because if you look at it, you service your car, you buy oil, you buy
money that I don't have.
Exactly. So by the time you look at, in a year, so you see that okay, you spend quite a number of money on your vehicle. So those are the things that we should have started earlier. Because when we look at after setting up the whole infrastructure and everything, so we still have issue, for people to really adopt our products. Because this is Nigeria. If you walk up to anybody and just tell them about what we do at Swiftly Rescue, their first response will be, God forbid. I could remember we went for an exhibition and a lot of people were intrigued by what we do. But at the same time, by the time we start talking about breakdown and this and that, they will tell you, God forbid. We are so, spiritual, or let me say religious about things like that.
It's why the insurance industry is also suffering.
Exactly. So insurance penetration in Nigeria is very low.
Yeah.
So we know that before we even start. But what we did not figure out early was to look for, how would I call it now? Something that can keep us afloat. So we didn't get that early. So we did like the old auto store idea came late. So we didn't get it. Assuming we get it early, it would have been easy for us because now like the revenue we get from auto store is way higher than
Swiftly
Rescue.
Rescue.
But we are not giving up on Swiftly Rescue because Swiftly Rescue is the solution we are bringing to. We know the impact. So it's not as if we are training the way for the auto store.
Right.
But assuming we started that early, we would have, just it would have been the fueling everything we are doing and all of that. Because, there's a way you build whatever it is that you are doing, no matter the passion and all of that, if you get stuck at some point,
you may just lose gas, you may lose steam. Okay, so your biggest mistake was not starting with the cash cow.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
You went for, this is a problem, let's solve it.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
exactly.
there was something else that could have brought
money the system,
the system. Because startup without funding, I'm sorry to you, you wake up one morning and be like, I'm not going to work. Okay, so I see how that makes sense. The one question I want to ask, as we round this up, as someone that's a potential user, because after this conversation, I'm going to go on your website and try to sign up for Swiftly Rescue. Why should I trust Swiftly Rescue? Because I don't know people from anywhere. I'm on the road, my car has broken down. Why should I trust that Swiftly Rescue has my back and I'm safe? Because on the highway, your car is broken down. That point, you don't trust anybody, right? So this is a new solution. Why should I trust Swiftly Rescue?
Okay, I would say we are the only option you have.
I love it.
So because if your car breaks down now, the highest you can do is to probably call your mechanic to come and meet you where you are. Either way, you are still going to wait. So, and while waiting, your mechanic can decide to go and eat before coming. So we move to that.
Or even tell you he's not coming there.
So immediately you call us, we are coming, right? Your mechanic can say, oh, I'm at Ikoyi, or I'm even out of Lagos. We are in Lagos, we are not going anywhere. Right? So those are the reasons why you should trust us. So we are your body when it comes to like breakdown. So anytime you call us, we are there. And by the way, we run 24/7.
Love that.
So just that there are some things that we try to limit during, night and all of that. For midnight like that, what we easily do is that when there's breakdown, we just send a towing vehicle to you, just tow it to your house
and go home.
So just
solve
go
it tomorrow.
Exactly, just go home. So I will try to do. But we are there for you, so you can trust us with that. And knowing that if you don't call us, there's somebody else to call.
Who else will you call? Your mommy. Okay, I love that. They are your only option. And to be fair, I don't see another person trying to solve this problem, right? And eventually you have to trust someone on that road. You either trust your mechanic or you trust the towing van people. So it makes sense that you're the only option available.
So, sorry, I also love to add something, because most people usually ask us about, why Swiftly Rescue and why won't I just call my mechanic and all of that. And I usually tell people that we are not in the business to compete with your mechanics. In fact, we are even creating more opportunities for the mechanic. So the way our routine maintenance work is that like I said, we partner with mechanics across. So we train them. So we always have conversation with them. They have our SOP, standard of procedure, how to, because most mechanics lack some little ingredients,
training,
right? So that will make them to give you a quality service. So we are filling in that gap and also trying to make sure that, we give them opportunities to work. So we see a future in Lagos whereby you being a mechanic, you don't have to necessarily have a workshop. We can easily call you to go and work with, on someone's car at their homes, right? And you just work every day without even having a workshop. As a mechanic now, it's not easy for you to have a workshop in Lagos. Right? So land are expensive. To rent, everything is expensive. So we're looking at a future whereby mechanics will get jobs from the Swiftly Rescue platform and they'll be fine. So towing operators we don't have to worry. We are not competing against anybody. What we are doing as Swiftly Rescue is simple. We are making you drive with peace of mind. So anything that we will do or anything that we can do to help you drive with peace of mind, we are ready to do it. So,
I love it. I love that. So you're not in competition with the towing van people or the mechanics. You're giving them a platform for them to also shine.
Exactly.
I love that. So as my final question, what is in the immediate future for Swiftly Rescue?
10,000 Lagosians, 10,000 car owners to have the CP Rescue app on their phone and having this assurance that if my car breaks down, CP Rescue got me, like, they are there to rescue me. So we are looking at that future. We are looking at a future whereby, you as a car owner, you know that CP Rescue has already given you that platform to shop for anything, car parts, car accessories, and you just shop and you get it that same day. I think there's nothing like that in the market currently, right? You have to, if you order on any other platform, maybe you have to wait like 2 days, 3 days. What we're trying to do is for you to get it that same day. So that's the future for CP Rescue, and we are working diligently to achieve that.
So 10,000 subscribers to your platform.
Yes.
I love that. Well done so much, Emmanuel. I get particularly excited when I hear young people trying to solve for real problems, not imaginary problems. Because there's a way you go sit in your house and cook problem in your head. This is actually a real problem, and we have real people, real young people trying to solve for it. So we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
We like to have our founders back after 1 year.
Okay.
So to measure all these things you're saying, we'll come back, your 10,000.
I love that.
your 10,000 subscribers after 1 year. 1 year from now, we want to have you back to discuss the progress you've made so far. And we're believing that by the time that comes around, Swiftly Rescue would have done so much better. But in the meanwhile, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alright guys, this is it for the first episode. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed that. One thing you can do for me is go on swiftlyrescue.com.
Yes.
And look up what they do and how you can sign up. Trust me, this is a solution like none other, and you need it, most especially if you're a Lagosian with Lagos problems, right? So do me that favor, go on their website and sign up to be a user. Thank you so much, and see you all next week. In the meanwhile, stay good and stay safe.
Yeah.